How's it going? I'm Cosmo James, and we got a lot of video game news today. But I do have two other pieces that are not video games. So let's talk about that first, and then we'll move on to the video game stuff. But before we start, like, subscribe, and comment. It will be much appreciated, and let's get to it. So, if you haven't known or heard, there was a Scream movie. It was a soft reboot. I didn't see it. I'm okay with Scream. It's not my favorite, slasher series. I've seen a few here and there. So, yeah, it's best I could think of. But it seemed like it did very well. And it looks like there's going to be a new one. And some of the characters from the last one are returning. I say half of these characters are going to die. Usually how it goes. But yes, get excited. I don't know when it's going to come out. It is a low budget movie. And what I mean about that is that there's not a lot of CGI. It's not a Marvel movie. So these type of movies actually, you could make them for a low budget and pump them out a lot sooner and faster. Is it good though? Well, we're going to have to wait and see and find out. But until then, yeah. Next we have Loki. Oh my god, I hate Loki so much. This show destroyed everything for me. I'm sorry, this show is horrible. I don't care what people say. It is not good. Maybe it's because I had high hopes that it was just going to be a fun romp. That's going to be Loki doing crazy stuff. Kind of like a Doctor Who-ish series with Loki going through different multiverses or timelines and doing crazy stuff. What we got was female Loki. And this Loki being trounced on, stomped on, belittled. It was sad to see. But yes, with that said, it seems like people really liked it. And there's going to be a second season. It's filming soon, so get excited. Personally, maybe I'll watch the first episode out of morbid curiosity because I, like to cut myself. But other than that, I don't care. I hated it so much. It's up there as one of the worst things in Marvel. Oh my god, this destroyed it. I'm going to move on from this because I am going to go on a rant. So let's move on. That's it for the non-video game stuff. So let's get to it. First, we got some news for the new Gotham Knights game. Let me pause this. Wait. Okay. It auto-plays when I click on it. So let's get away from that. But yes, there is new information for the Gotham Knights game. It looks interesting. I saw a bit of the trailer. The graphics look good. And the gameplay looks solid. There is some caveats, though, that some people are not going to be happy. Reading more into it, you're going to find out that, well, there was going to be a PS4 and Xbox One version. It seems like those versions are canceled now. Because this game was also pushed until next year. So that's the, both of the caveats. The other thing I'm not really happy about that I didn't know, they show 4 characters. Let me see. Red Mask, I think that's his name. I'm not very versed in this. But Red Mask, Robin, Batgirl, and Nightwing. And you play as those 4 characters. I thought, me being stupid and all, it was going to be kind of like Borderlands or Left 4 Dead. You have 4 characters. You can play as 4 of those characters all at once online. Play with 4 other people. But that's not true. No, it's only going to be a 2-player co-op game. Period. So, yeah. It's kind of weird, but okay, I guess. I guess that's not the worst of it. The worst has to be the whole it ain't going to be coming to the PS4 or the Xbox One. So, sucks to suck, right? With that said, there is a demo coming out very soon, October 25th. To check it out, and there's already bundles and skins and DLC and all that crazy stuff. You know how it goes nowadays. But yes, if you're looking forward to it, it doesn't look bad. I might check it out eventually, but I'm Yeah, I'm gonna wait on it. That's how I feel about this game right now. I'll wait and see how it turns out. Next up, let's go into some numbers because there's gonna be a lot of numbers we're going through right now. I'm not great at math, so we're gonna do our best here. With that said, Sony has released their numbers because Nintendo has also, but I'll be talking about that at the end. So it looks like the PS5 has shipped 19.3 million. I don't have one. Worldwide, 2 million in the past quarter. So that's not too bad for a system that's been really hard to find. It's still too expensive personally. And the PS4 has shipped 117 mil. 2 point million. So yeah, good numbers all around. Ew, not entirely true. Yeah, there is some bad news. There's a caveat in this. It looks like Sony didn't hit their mark. Apparently, Sony did sell a decent amount of units, but it fell short on what they wanted to sell. I'm not surprised. I don't know why they were gonna go that high. Just for the fact that chips are really hard to find, and well, people don't have the money to buy a system like this right now. And it's hard to find too. So yeah, it's just a whirlwind of problems. Still not bad. It's really good still. They hit a 11 million and they were going for 14 million. That's not far from what they wanted to hit, but doesn't mean they're happy. So they're looking into selling some of their stock. Well, actually, no, buying back some of their stock to recoup some of the problems. Yeah, it's a mess. I'll leave an article so you could read more about it, but it's not great. I don't think it's horrible, but it's not a great situation for them. I'm sure they'll bounce back, and I'm sure when the PS5 is able to be found in stores, they'll start selling more. But until then, well, don't hold your breath because even Nintendo is having problems with the Switch. With that said, speaking about the Switch, we got some really good news about Nintendo. So we found out the hardware sales and how much they're selling at the moment. So the Switch has sold 107 million units worldwide to the date. And it has 822 million units of software. That's games and stuff like that. That's really good. And if the PS5 is about 117, it's 10 million away from outselling the not the PS5, the PS4. It's going to sell it. It's going to outsell it for sure. I know it. It's going to happen probably by the end of this year, but I don't know because like I said, they're going to start having troubles because even they're having trouble with the whole chip shortage that's happening right now. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. With that said, there's some really good news for certain, recently released games. They're doing amazing. So Kirby just came out 2 weeks ago, and it has sold 2.1 million units. That's really good. For 2 weeks on one system, that's banging right there. Arceus, Pokemon Legends, has sold 12.64 million units. That's really good too. For a Pokemon game, okay, Pokemon games always sell. That's true. But this is a new take on Pokemon, and it's only one Pokemon game instead of, the whole tradition of doing 2 separate games. This is really good. And I hope they keep building upon Arceus because I really liked it. Even if it had some problems, but I could overlook for the fact that it was a solid game still, and it was fun to play. So I'm excited. With that said, even though people are kind of a bit burnt out on the traditional Pokemon games, Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl still sold a lot of units. 14 million. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy the power of Pokemon for sure. Bayonetta is still coming out this year. Crossing fingers because I do want to play Bayonetta. There is some more numbers, so let's go through those right now. So here are some of more of the numbers of what's been selling and how much and stuff like that. Mario Kart is still selling really good. That's all I'm gonna say. It is still selling amazing at the moment. With that said, it seems like Metroid Dread has done very good too. This is the one everyone has been wondering, like how much it has done. Is it doing great? Is it doing good and stuff like that? It is the best-selling Metroid game to date, and that is amazing. People are hoping that it will pass 3 million by this point, but it's really close. It has like about 100,000 units to go to make it to 3 million. I think it's gonna make it. It'll probably drag a bit, but I think it's gonna make it. It is. If you haven't played Metroid Dread, and if you like Metroid or you want to try a new type of game, get this game. Totally worth it. It is an awesome game, and I played it twice already, and I'm looking forward to playing it again. That's how good it is. But yes, I think it's gonna make it, and it's a really good sign for Metroid. And yeah, look, I want Metroid to sell like 10 million copies and stuff like that, and become more popular. But you gotta take it slow. You gotta take it slow. You gotta work on it, and this is a good direction. I like where this is going. So keep it going, Nintendo. Keep bringing that Metroid love, because maybe, just maybe, this series isn't dead just yet. With that said, there is a lot of other good things too, because from the looks of it, Luigi's Mansion has done amazing. Pokemon Snap, they're all doing great. Something about the Switch just boosts everything. So it's good news all around. Besides, the whole chip shortage that's gonna hit Nintendo soon. With that said, there is one little thing. They did talk about the whole new Nintendo Switch, like the Super Switch, and they practically said no comment. Yeah, they're not gonna say anything. I'm not surprised they're not gonna say anything. And honestly, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. I don't think they're gonna release anything soon. And for one of those reasons is because, well, I've been saying it over and over again in this video. The chip shortage that's happening. That's probably hurting them a lot. So they're gonna probably wait on the new, well, Super Switch. I'm gonna call it that. I like that name. We're gonna have to wait and see though. Who knows? Maybe next year we'll see something. Maybe not. Don't hold your breath. Just keep playing them games. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, now I'm done. With that said, that's all the news for today. I'll be back tomorrow because there's always more news. And until next time, see you.